Good midnight everyone, welcome back to your beloved drawback chess speedrun series, the speedrun that physically cannot end because I cannot lose my perfect 100% win rate. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. Abstinence: if your opponent ever has two non-pawn pieces of the same type adjacent to each other, you lose. Absolutely diabolical, this game is probably not going to last long. Reveal drawback to opponent. E4. E5. My opponent counter-revealed, professional courtesy, you can't capture non-pawn pieces with pieces of the same type, exemplary gratia, your knights can't capture knights. I have an idea. Queen G4. So the fastest way for him to take advantage of my drawback is to open up D7 E7 and then put both bishops or both knights on those squares. Therefore now he must really want to push his D-pawn, which blunders queen takes C8 winning the bishop because his queen cannot capture my queen due to his drawback. Unless he moves the knight first. Which is really bad because after D5 next I cannot even take the bishop as knight D7 immediately wins the game on my drawback. He literally only needs two more moves to win the game. I think I'm dead. Okay, after thinking for a while. Bishop B5. Hard pinning his d-pawn to his king. C6. Knight C3. Sacrificing the bishop for a tempo. After CB5 I can go knight D5. He cannot take my knight due to his drawback, so I will have just enough time to take his knight before he touches the horses and win on my drawback. Unless he doesn't take the bishop and just opens up D7 instead. Alright. I mean I tried. It was a good try. I did try my best. The fact this guy didn't even fall for the free bishop says this guy deserves the win. Queen takes C8. Okay, rough start for the day. But it's alright. Second game, let's go. Gloomstalker. You can only capture from dark squares. Okay, pretty annoying but nothing too diabolical. Reveal drawback to opponent. My opponent immediately counter-revealed. Get down Mr. President, you can't move your king when in check. E5. I can already see how the opening phase of this game is gonna go. Bishop C4. He's threatening to take on F7 and my king cannot capture as he's on a light square. Queen F6. Defending the F-pawn from a dark square and also counter-attacking his king. Queen F3. Bishop C5 and we have the same 100 rated position. Bishop takes F7 check. Aha. I'm pretty sure that should blunder a bishop, but I cannot take it right now. King F8 instead. Activating the king's ability to make captures. Queen takes F6. G takes F6. Alright, now I'm threatening bishop takes F2 checkmate in one, so he has to save the king and I take his bishop. Or he saves the bishop instead. Which blunders the king. Bishop takes F2. Checkmate in one. The game was getting fun but then he blunders the king. That was unfortunate. Third game, let's go. One win and one loss, it all comes down to this. Edgelord must have at least as many pieces on the rim as your opponent. Aha. Not my first time getting this drawback. In fact this is one of my favorite drawbacks even though it is in the more difficult zones. Reveal drawback to opponent. My opponent immediately counter-revealed, Sleepy King, your king can only move when in check. Okay, it is a complete opposite with the last guy. E3. I cannot move anything that is on the rims, pushing pawns is literally all I can do right now. E5. D3. Let's take it slow and steady. I'll give him the center so he'll have more reason to develop his pieces away from the rims. F5. Very aggressive. G3. G5. Aha. Way too aggressive. Queen H5 check. This is really good, my queen is still on a rim, and she also forces his king out of the rim so from now I'll have a pretty much permanent score advantage. King E7. B3. Knight F6. That removes one more piece away from the rim. Bishop A3 check. This way even if he takes my queen the score is only 9-9. I will still be able to take his king. Of course he doesn't blunder the king. Queen back. b5. f4. Take bishop g2. This is pretty risky though, I should only play on the rims, but at least at the moment there is no immediate threat. c6. G takes f4. Knight g8. Aha. After seeing my bishop leaving the rim he immediately tries to increase his score. Bishop h3. So I guess this game is pretty much all about my drawback then. It makes sense though. The instant loss drawback should always be the prioritized target. Knight h6. I'm out of moves. Queen h5 random move. I guess the goal is to somehow move the rooks out, which seems ridiculously impossible at this point. I guess I'll have to trade off at least one minor piece from each side to even have a chance to touch the rooks. Queen a5 check. b4. Queen a4. King d1. This is starting to get a bit inconvenient. Knight g8. I'm out of moves again. Bishop f1. I still cannot develop a piece though. For example, if knight f3 his queen can just take my bishop and he immediately wins on my drawback. We need at least 2 points different on the scoreboard. Knight f6. Aha. Yes. I have been waiting for that for 1,000 years now. Queen h4. Pinning his knight to his king, and since his king cannot move, this knight is actually pretty much permanently pinned for this entire game. Let's go. Now we have 2 points advantage on the scoreboard. I can finally actually develop a piece. Knight a6. He's threatening knight before going for the c-pawn. Bishop c1. c5 instead. I'll take. D takes c5. Knight a3. Defending the c-pawn in case his knight jumps. b4. That is also fine, at least now the pawn prevents his own knight from going forward. Knight c4. I need to play faster though. At this point I'm losing to the clock. Rook b8. Knight e5. Rook g8. He's already starting to get his rooks out. I also need to get my rooks active. d4. C takes d4. Bishop takes a6. Knight h3. b3. I have to take that. The game is getting more intense, but the real question is still there. Is he willing to abandon my drawback and play a normal game of chess? He isn't. This is tricky though. Now I can't go rook e1. a4 is kinda forced. d2. I cannot take that pawn. Bishop a3 check is kinda forced. Oh my god, I have been trying to avoid checks but this is kinda forced. Now if he pulls his king back I think I'm losing. Never mind. That blunders a king. Bishop takes c7. I win. Well, things like this actually happen quite a lot since this website allows you to physically blunder your king. 2 wins and 1 loss. Drawback chess speedrun today. 100% win rate.